Hello and welcome to episode 7 of my Rising World tutorial Let's Play series. This episode will be on us gathering some seeds, as many seeds and saplings as I can, because what we want to do to start with, I've died and had to move on several times, so I've lost all the seeds that I had, or most of them. If we look in the chest that I've got over here, I have got a few seeds that I'm gathering up, but I need much more than this. Specifically, I want tomato seeds, because tomatoes are a great way to go. Simply because when you plant them and you harvest them, you don't have to replant them. Unlike potatoes, which when you plant the potato seeds and you harvest them, you then have to replant them. So you know me, I'm all for an easy life. So planting tomatoes, strawberries and fruit trees will mean that we don't have to keep replanting. Once planted, we only have to wait for them to mature. Okay, but you can see, alright, I'm not running out of food. I have got quite a few tomatoes left, but it would be much nicer to get my farm up and running. First of all though, I want to say thank you to all of you for your lovely comments, your wonderful comments, and giving me encouragement to continue on with this Rising World series. So thank you very much to all of you, and a special thank you to Jankus for mentioning about the L key. L for Lima, that is. The L key works just like an Imperium Galactic Survival. If you press the L key, you get light. How cool is that? Now that is just fantastic. Thank you, Jankus, for pointing that out to me. I really was not aware of that. Now, it looks like my potatoes are finished, so that's cool. So what I'm going to do is harvest them up. Remember, don't press the F key and pick them, as you'll only get a potato. Right click with your sickle, and that way you see you get the potato seeds as well as a couple of potatoes. Now that that's done, I can use my rake now to finish getting this up. I've decided on a higher level because I can get more, it's easier to get more ground to this height. So you can see I've gone over most of the up. You can see I'm enjoying the terraforming. You know, if you want to know if someone's telling you the truth, if they say they enjoy doing something, okay, this is where the saying action speaks much louder than words, because look at that. You can see I've had a right old good time terraforming. When I finished recording yesterday, I thought, oh, let's play for a few minutes just to try and level a bit of it out. And it's like I said to you, when you start terraforming, it's very hard to stop because it's so enjoyable. And about 3 or 4 hours later, I realised I was supposed to be saving all of this to show you guys, to try and do it on camera, you know, while I record, because it might be some of you want to see how to do the terraforming. It's simple enough, but at the end of the day, it might be you, for one reason or another, you just simply want to watch it. So anyway, you can see here, this is what I've done. I've went around with my rake. I've gone over the farmland that I originally done and just raised the land up. I'm happier with it on this level because now I've got a lot more space to plant, and it works out less work, because it was too low. I'd have had to raise too much or dig down too much. But here you can see, now I'm just lacking seeds. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use the sickle. Now, I want to point out I'm in a safe biome, okay? This is a safe biome. Not like where I started in that hot biome with the tigers and the giraffes and all of that. To my north here, well, I'm guessing to my north, but over here, a bit further, is a cold biome. That's a dangerous biome because it'll have polar bears in it, and I've been chased by a polar bear. How do you know? Because it starts to turn white, icy, and the deeper you go, you're going to come across a polar bear. I could say the deeper you go, the more you're going to know, but the deeper you go, the more chance you're going to die. So don't do it, don't go there. That's not a safe biome. Stick to where it's like this, nice and green, and that tells you it's safe. And this is where the new players to the game, this is where the biome you should be starting in. I was most unfortunate when I zoned in and started off with tigers all around me, and now you can appreciate why I was just running to try and get out of that biome. So anyway, what my plan is I'm going to scout around now looking for specifically tomato plants and any fruit trees. Also, I'll grab up any cotton and get the seedlings for that. But here we go, this is what I want, tomato plants. So first I'll pick the tomatoes by pressing the F key, then I will use the sickle to get the seedlings. And that's how I'm going to make a massive tomato farm. Strawberries I would like, but strawberries are very difficult to see. Here's carrots, so I'm going to grow some of them as well. Now I'm going to turn the light off for the moment because it's a bit bright. But if it gets dark, then I'll turn that back on. So I'm staying near to the desert to start with because it's easier, then there's less chance of me getting lost. I've got lost so many times. Oh, here's some potatoes, I think. So potatoes, I like to grow quite a few of them. I know I need to replant them, but it's a good food for getting your hunger up. Oh, there's a sheep. Remember, when you see a sheep, just go up to it. You don't have to have any tool, and just press the F key to shear it. And there you go, look at that, 32 wool. And yes, we will be using that wool. We can use it to make cloth and a tent. Also, we can use it to make some bandages. Which, in the first episode, you could see I needed after being mauled by the tigers. So I'm just going to roam around. I'm not going to go too far inland because I don't want to get lost. It's so easy to get lost. Thank you, Nitnoid, for pointing out about the compass and that it puts a red strip for us to follow to know directions. That's very helpful. Okay, so let's walk this way down the beach. I could go up or down. I'm going to go this way, I think. Follow it along, see what we can come across. It would be nice to find, if I can show, and I definitely want to try and show a dungeon in its current state. Remember, they're not populated with aggressive creatures at the moment, so it's an ideal time to show you what they look like. But I need to find one. Oh, more tomatoes. So I'm hoping in one of the episodes to be able to show that. Really what this series is all about is showing you Rising World in its current state and what content is currently in it. Although I will say to you, for those of you that like terraforming and mining, this is a beauty of a game and you will have a lot of enjoyment with just that. There isn't a ton of content, but what there is, it is done so nicely. Anyway, let's keep looking for seeds. We're keeping the beach to my right so I don't get lost. Ah, here's a fruit tree. Now, all fruit trees we come across, first we want to press the F key to pick the fruit. Then we want to chop it down because we want the seedlings to be able to plant near our base. So what I could do is use my rake, because remember, when the tree's chopped down, it will be difficult to see the seedlings and the wood. So what I can do is this. Make it nice and simple for me to see. Oh, I'll pick that. Also, if there's any fruit nearby, by doing this, I'll find it. As you can see, I just found that cotton. This is not a game to rush. Rising World is a game you will play when maybe you're sick and tired of playing Minecraft, or maybe you're just too stressed for other games. If you want a lovely game with lovely music that's most enjoyable, then Rising World should be your game of choice because it's so easy and relaxed. As long as you don't have tigers and the other nasty creatures. There's loads of creatures, loads of animals. Ah, there's another tomato plant. Plus this also acts as a marker as well for letting me know that I'm getting back to my base. Oh, look, some more carrots hiding down there. See, it all hides in the grass. Now, when you hear that sound, that means you're either hitting a plant, a tree, or one of your structures, or a fern. So, it must have been the tree I hit. Anyway, let's grab these two, the carrots and the tomatoes. Now let's chop down this tree. And we will hopefully get a sapling that we can replant next to our settlement. And that's what I want to do. I want to make an apple orchard. And then food will not be a problem. There we go, cool, got 2 saplings. See how easy they are to see now. Okay, let's have a look. Is there anything else nice? There's some more cotton. And yes, cotton is needed. Oh, I didn't get any seeds that time, but I have warned you in the past, you don't always get the seeds. With the tomatoes, I don't think I've ever failed, but things like cotton and other vegetables, you do sometimes fail. Oh, there's some more tomatoes. And potatoes. Okay, this is good, because we're going to have a farm up and running. And I'm going to just carry on down this way down the beach, staying by the beach so I don't get lost. More potatoes. So it looks like I'm going to be able to do a lot of planting. Oh, here we go. See, they do hide in this grass. The tomatoes are very easy to see, but strawberries are very difficult to find because they are tiny in the ground. I'm hoping when I remove more of the grass from my settlement, I might find some strawberries. Also keep my eyes out for more fruit trees. Oh, there's loads of tomatoes. I might even come across the other settlement I started but lost. Cows, now check this out, okay? This has to be the best cow design. I mean, look, however you want to put it, that has to be the most realistic looking cow, except for the flowers sticking out of his stomach, I have ever seen in any game I have ever played. I mean, that is exactly how our cows are. Looks so beautiful. Look at the design of that, it's just perfect. That is the best cow I've ever seen. In a game, that is, of course. It's just such a pretty, beautiful game, this. Okay, we are getting lots of tomatoes. I need to eat, so I'm going to save my potatoes. Let's just eat some tomatoes, because we're getting lots now. And the tomatoes, remember, will do my hydration. There we go, that should do. I only had to eat 4 of them. So you see, tomatoes, excuse me, are very, very good. Okay, let's just keep looking and wondering. Oh, there's something going on over there, so we can go check that out. Although this is just a gathering episode, just to try and get some different vegetables to grow to start the farm. But I must go take a look at this, see what it is. Maybe it's a dungeon. Oh, carrots. Oh, it's like a river going. Oh wow, how's the time go so quick? Yeah, so that looks like an underground cavern. The water looks like it only goes as far as here. Yeah, I'll have a look into that in another episode. I know the time has gone, so those of you that only like to watch for 15 minutes, there you go, that's your 15 minutes done. For the rest of you that would like to watch on a bit longer, let's gather some more seeds, why not? Because I only intend to do 20 episodes at the moment, excuse me, I think a few of the episodes would be nice to go over a bit longer, maybe 30 minutes. You see, what I will also do is scout around that hill for any ores that are peeking out of the ground. Make life much easier gathering ores that way. You can see we're getting lots of tomato plants, which is very cool. 2 each time. And so I'm going to be able to plant loads. And that's your way to go. Now with the pigs and the cows, yes, they are going to be useful for getting meat, but I'll need to make a sword in order to fight them and kill them. And then we can take a look at the different produce they give us. I was just going to say we haven't found many fruit trees, so this is cherry tree, so we definitely want to cut this down. Again though, let's do the ground so we can see. Also, it'd be nice if we can find some strawberries hiding in this grass. Wow, the weather in this game is just like in England, always raining. Okay, that should be enough. Yeah, that'll be enough. Let's chop it down. Of course, it's the saplings that I want. Ah, yes. As long as I get one sapling, I'm happy. Because that means now I can go back and plant that. Oh, I've got 2 saplings, I believe. Let's have a look. Yeah, I've got 2. Cool. Okay, let's see if we can find some more vegetables. There are quite a few vegetables. Off the top of my head, there's potatoes, there's carrots, there's broccoli, there's watermelons, pumpkins. I don't think they've been implemented yet for eating or cooking. So although you find pumpkins, you can't chop them up like you can with watermelons. I keep thinking I'm seeing red in the grass, and that of course would be a strawberry. Right, let's do the light as it's getting a bit dark. And what I'll do now, I think, how many seeds have I got? Have I got enough to start a good farm? 22 tomato plants. Yes, that should, and how many? cotton seedlings. Really, I'd like about 50 tomatoes, because then that's what I'll live off, tomatoes. I'm a vegetarian, I guess, in this rising world. Wow, between this rain is quite heavy, isn't it? You can hardly see. There we go, there's some watermelon seeds, so now I will be able to grow watermelons. With the watermelons, if you plant them, you've got a choice to either harvest the watermelon or harvest the seeds. I'm going to try and plant some more. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to harvest that. But I'm going to try and again to harvest them and see if they only give seeds with the sickle, or whether you have to pick them to get. Oh, it'll make sense when I plant some watermelons. You'll see what I'm talking about. But I think either you can pick the watermelon so you can eat it, or harvest it with the sickle so you can get the seeds from it. I don't think it gives you both. See, the cow definitely agrees with me. Can't see any more tomatoes, but then it could just be this rain. Whenever you see stone, when you're going by, always go over to it to scan it to see if there's any ores peeking out. Again, easy way of getting iron, copper, tungsten. Ah, look at that. We found our first strawberries. See how small they are? So there we go, we got some strawberry seeds now. I can start planting them. Cool. Yes, always have a look around the rock faces, see if there's any ores on the surface, or indeed a little bit down. See, like there's some ore. I think it's copper though, and I don't really need copper at the moment. It's near the beach, that, so what I can do to let myself know for future reference, maybe in another episode we can come and take a look at what's down there. And what I can do is, like I've done with my base, do a path to it, cut a swathe through the grass. That way it lets me know I've got a point of interest to come back to, because eventually I will want to be looking for the dungeons to try and show you them, and preferably without them being populated by hostile aggressive creatures, which I know will kill me. But at the moment, at this current stage in the game, there are no aggressive creatures in the dungeons, because the dungeons were recently added by the developers. Oh, there's a cabbage or a lettuce. Let's harvest that. Oh, lettuce. Okay, so I know that there is a point of interest over there because of the swathe I've cut through the grass, and there is some tomatoes, so let's go harvest them. Oh, and look at this. Ton of rock. Let's see if we're lucky and there's any iron poking out of any of it. Wow, this is a really big rock area. Oh, here we go. Now this is what I'm talking about. You see, you can have it easy or hard mining. So let's find my pickaxe and put it there. And let's see what it is. Copper. Well, it's easy to get, so I'm going to get that. And that's what you should be doing whenever you see any rock faces. Always check them out for an ore. I've found silver, I've found iron, copper, tungsten. All of them ores I've found from the surface. And I think I even found some coal at one. Although coal does seem to be a bit rarer. It's an alternative fuel for your furnace coal. You can either use lumber or you can use coal to fuel it. So that's what I do. I'll roam around rock faces, seeing if there... Doesn't that look funny? That orange glow. Seeing if there's any ores, and if there is, mine them out and move on. What on earth is that? Can I harvest it? No, I think it's just for show. Can't do nothing with it. Okay, let's see if there's any more ore. Ah! I mentioned a moment ago coal, and that it was quite rare. Let's have a look at what this is. I think it's coal. Yeah, how cool is that? So that shows you can find coal on the surface. And now you know where you see a dark texture in the rock, you'll know exactly what to look for coal. Okay, I think that's all the coal mined. There wasn't a great deal there, or is there a bit left here? No, I think that's the coal done. Depleted. Yep. Okay, let's see if there's any iron. I think I've got enough iron to do with to get on with now, but maybe for future items I'm going to need to make, it might be nice. Well, we got lucky, we got some copper and we got some coal. But I don't think we're going to get any iron. Anyway, I better end this episode here because it's very dangerous me recording and playing without a timer set, because I could be going all day. Trust me. I'm going to end the episode. I'll carry on looking for more seeds, and in the next episode we can get to planting and try and create a nice big field. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.